There's actually no way. There's actually no way. Another pink sheep. This place goes so crazy for pink sheep. What the hell? What is that, number 7 or 8? It's unreal. I need to get glowstone for this area. We have lit up the entirety of the underground for this mob farm, but at nighttime it's essentially useless because this whole place, even during the day, this whole place turns into a mob spawner basically. This whole flat white desert. It's a mob farm basically, so we need to change that today, and I'm going to do something absolutely drastic, and for that I need a ton of glowstone. And yeah, this place is going to look totally different once we're finished with it. I do have some glowstone in my storage system over here. I went on this crazy glowstone trip a while back, and I got all of this glowstone in one trip, which was nuts. That's probably the most glowstone I've ever collected in one go, and it was a very stressful trip home when I was super far out in the nether, but we managed to get it back. But this is not even a quarter of the glowstone we need for that area, because there's a cube, I guess a square of space that we sectioned off, you know, for the mob farms, so everything in that square needs to be mob proofed. And yeah, we're gonna fill that area with glowstone basically, and for that I think we need 2 double chests, I think. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Maybe this is a quarter of, because I think I need 40 stacks. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Okay, so I need just 1 double chest. That's actually, you know what? That's actually not that bad. I just realized. If I can get this in one trip, that's actually not that bad. I mean, this took ages, but I'd like glowstone and some though, to be fair, because that's barely going to be for aesthetic purposes. It's more practicality, and I will need some for aesthetics later. So yeah, either way, I guess I'm going to have to go get some glowstone, and I'm running out of diamonds to use on pickaxes. I mean, 27's not that bad, but I really would like some more. I need to check out the shop we made in the last video, and see if there are some diamonds there for me. Bruh. There's no way. Another pink sheep. That's pink sheep like 8 or something. I found so many. What the heck? Whoa. I wasn't very impressed that you slept past the quiz, so I've made good use of my gold to help you out. Remember, you can't freeze time. What the heck? Hang on, let me sleep. Okay, I've just logged in and I found these signs. I think they're from ZX. I wasn't very impressed that you slept past the quiz, so I've made good use of my gold to help you out. Remember, you can't freeze time. What kind of riddle is this? I can't see anything around my base. Remember, you can't freeze time? Wait, what? Is this like a personal made quiz? Is this a reference to my shop? Because I made it so that you had to use gold to blow up the fireworks. Let's go to the shop. I mean, I don't see anything around here in the immediate area, so... Wait, you can't freeze time? The freeze is like capitalized. Hang on. Is there something over this way? As you can see, I've been working on the glowstone. Nothing over there. Okay, I'm gonna go to our shop. That's the only thing I can think of right now. What the? Hang on, I just checked my redstone chest. And there's a clock in here. Wait, there's a clock in my redstone chest over here as well. Wait, what? Huh? All my resources have been taken. Everything! What? Wait, what? ZX has taken every single one of my resources! What? How have they done this? I've made good use of my gold to help you out. Wait, what? How have they taken? They've taken everything! Okay, they haven't taken my, my lower chest at least, but what the heck? Okay, I need to get to the shop. They've taken all of my resources. What the heck? Can I just say, I don't know where they've put those resources, but it would have taken a hell of a lot of effort. Hang on, they've put the good gold to use. Compasses take gold to make them. Okay, I could be going the complete wrong way. Freeze time? Okay, let's have a look. Clearly wrong about it being in the shop. I mean, while we're here, we might as well check. Okay, we've made some money. Ooh, okay, we've made a little bit of money. That's nice. Okay, clearly wrong about it being here. I've got another idea. Maybe where the quiz took place that I missed. If you don't know, I agreed to do this quiz that ZX streamed on his channel. You can check it out in his like live streams tab. And it was like early in the morning for me, and I slept through it. And I missed it, which is annoying because I rewatched it and it looked awesome. So I have another idea. It might be in that spot. Let me go check. Okay, so I know it took place inside here, which is Cole Powered's museum, underground museum thing, which we added to a little while back. I haven't been here since they did the quiz though, so I don't really know where they did it. I think it might have been in this room. I'm not sure. Yes, over here. I'm not entering. Okay, so it clearly wasn't in either of those places. This, you remember you can't freeze time? That's the clue. That's gotta be the clue. I mean, it's in capitalization. So I'm thinking like it's gotta be around in my area because like my area is the frozen area, you know? And I checked over there. I mean, I've been working over there. So I wonder if it has something to do with like over this way. Like, what if they put all my items somewhere in the ice or something? Nothing down here. Oh, oh my god. There's no way that is all my stuff. Oh my god, this is just chests. No. They've just put every single one of my items in the ice. It's encased in ice. This is a more compact storage system, to be fair. Maybe I should use the ice system. This is kind of elite. Hang on, so if I... Oh, it's gonna turn into water. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain. Oh, you can open chests with ice on top. And there's all my resources. You're joking. Well played. Okay, fair enough. You know, I did miss the trivia, so I guess I deserve this. This is hilarious. I'm gonna have to... This would have taken so long. It takes so long to move items in beta because you only have, you know, this amount of inventory. The inventory, believe it or not, was a problem back in beta Minecraft, let alone, you know, modern Minecraft. I don't know how they deal with it. I guess they have shulker boxes now, but this is insane. I'm gonna have to spend ages moving this back. Good prank, ZX, and potentially others, but good prank. I tell you what though, when I lost in time having to move all my resources back and forward, I'm gonna have so many clocks. I don't think I'll ever have this many clocks in my life again. I might have to sell clocks. I wish you could put them on the wall or something in beta. That'd be ideal. Or like, specifically change their time or something. This would have taken so much gold. Now that I think about it, I probably could have got this amount of gold to make these clocks in the time that it's going to take me to move all the resources to these chests. So, Alright, but pranks aside, here is a bit of an update on the drastic progress I'm making into spawn-proofing the entire area, I guess. The entire snow area inside the cube, or the square, around the mob farm. This, as you can imagine, has taken a lot of glowstone, And surprisingly, I still have quite a bit left, which is nice. And it's not finished yet. As you can see, I still haven't covered all of that area. Thinking of doing it on stream, so yeah, check that out. Hopefully it's probably done by now, but you can check it out. But yeah, you can see the patterns in the ice is very cool. I'm gonna go up to the top of the mob farm and have a look from above. But yeah, honestly, I think this is looking really cool so far. And yeah, we even did sort of down in here. I need to get rid of these torches, but in due time. So yeah, this whole area is going to be pretty well mob-proofed by the time we're done with it. I mean, it's pretty cool. As far as I know, mobs can't spawn anywhere in this area, although it's not necessarily perfect. You know, because there's like hilly terrain and stuff, so there probably are places where mobs can spawn, but for the most part, you know, this is going to kill the rates, kill the, you know, the mob spawns in this area, and it's only going to spawn inside the farm. And this is like perfect timing as well, because the sun is coming down, so we can actually see the glow of the glowstone lighting up the area, which is going to be really cool. I haven't actually seen this, complete. Well, I guess it's not entirely complete, but I haven't seen it, you know, from above here at nighttime with this, with all this glowstone in here. Wow, look at this area. I especially love that effect in the water because it's so, like, uniform. Like, if you look at that, it's, like, very uniform. If I can angle it right, just about, it's almost liminal. Take a screenshot. Liminal space right there. But yeah, I think we're just over halfway done. We've just made it past sort of the mob farm perimeter here. So yeah, we've just got a little bit. You can see the edge of the line there. So not too much longer to go now, but I do think I will have to go collect some more glowstone in the meantime. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to do it on a live stream so that we can sort of document the process, because I've been working on this for a while, just, you know, by myself watching YouTube, and it'd be fun to bring you guys along for the ride. Okay, so I actually ended up finishing this not on a live stream, as I said I was going to, mainly because, I don't know, I was just kind of tired. So I went to the Nether, collected a whole bunch more glowstone, and then yeah, finished it off, which, yeah, took ages. This side felt like it took way longer than the other side. I feel like this other side was, like, way flatter, whereas this one's got this massive hill, so it kind of felt like it took a lot longer. But yeah, sorry I didn't take you guys on that journey. I kind of wanted to. I was pretty motivated to, and then I just, I guess, didn't have the best time. But what do you guys think of live streams anyway? I tend to do them pretty, like, erratically. Like, I'll you know, sometimes I'll just get the feeling to do one, or I'll have, like, the right project to do one, where it's just, like, a bit of a grind or something. Usually I like to do grindy projects on stream, because then I don't have to use my brain, and it's just, like, a repetitive task, and I'm able to actually, like, interact with you guys. But yeah, what do you reckon? Should I try and, like, do live streams more regularly? Like, have a set time or something where I do them each week, or something like that, so you guys kind of know when to expect them, because I know a lot of people in the past have complained about missing out on them. The hard thing is getting the right time zone, because obviously I live in Australia, which isn't the best when it comes to, like, lining up with, you know, US times or European times. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I'm waiting till it turns nighttime to show you guys this at night, because it's pretty cool. I should have left that dirt up, actually. Actually, what's cool about this is, because it's a platform of invisible stairs, I can bridge. It looks like I'm bridging in, like, bedrock or something. It's kind of funny. Honestly, this looks pretty cool. I have to admit, this looks way cooler than I kind of thought it would. I mean, it does look a bit messy, like, you know, there's lots of spots going on here, but I think it does look pretty cool overall in terms of, like, just how lit up this place is now like this. Like, I just think this is a really cool effect. And don't worry, we're going to make this look good in the future. You know, It'll take some time, but it's going to look good in the future. But I just really love the contrast between how light it is inside the square versus how dark it is outside the square. And speaking of the square, we're going to spend a bit of time just planning, I think, today on what is going to actually surround the square, because I'm thinking I want to surround this whole cube in some sort of like castle walls. Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Like these castle walls that kind of just surround the whole thing, almost like the build is fortified. Everything on the inside is, you know, perfectly safe, but then everything on the outside is quite dangerous. And this isn't the only area we're going to be working in as well, by the way. In future, I actually need to expand a bit this way because there's a body of water out this way. You can kind of see the ice there, but there's a body of water out this way, so we're going to be expanding that way as well. But I want there to be, like, you know, everywhere that I've built in and everywhere that I have intention to is, like, perfectly safe, you know? So the next step is going to be, you know, like I said, I want to build some walls, but I also want to make my my storage room there safe, and also the railway as well quite safe. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of, like, you know, work to do, but yeah, for now, this grindy task is out of the way, which is nice. And the added benefit of course, lighting all this area up is that night and day, I can AFK at this farm, and, you know, I don't have to worry about the spawns at all, which is ideal. And to be honest, this farm is so quick that I really can't AFK, because obviously there's no hoppers or anything in beta Minecraft. You can't just collect the resources endlessly. You have to actually be at your keyboard every now and again to make sure you deposit all the resources into chests. And again, the storage, you know, this inventory isn't that huge, so yeah, you kind of need to do that quite frequently. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, to be honest. Alright, but let's head over to our testing area over here. This is kind of the area that I've been using to test a lot of things so far in this base area. And yeah, as you can see, we've got 3 kind of gradients here laid out. And I've played with gradients before in this world, back towards 0, our base towards 0, but it was very low scale, you know. We were using a lot of like dirt, wood, and like brick kind of gradients and stuff like that, but I want to do this at like kind of a larger scale. I've seen a few other people kind of attempt it, and yeah, I kind of want to commit to doing it at a larger scale. So yeah, let's go through it a bit. So this is kind of like our green to grey scale, I guess, because I want to make it, you know, kind of mossy to you know, detailed. It's going to be a you know, a cobblestone kind of castle wall build, very typical kind of castle wall build. Throw in some kind of leaf colors. Now this is quite interesting because obviously we're in a snow biome. The leaf colors are a bit different. It's a shame that oak is very dull, but birch actually kind of works. It's like a good kind of color gradient. This almost could work next to this block as well, to be honest. You know, before the mossy stone, if you were to put like some stone behind it, like this could almost be flipped as like a transition. Let me actually just lay that out. Like that right there is almost a good gradient. Like that right there is almost a really good gradient right there. I actually unintentionally kind of did that, but anyway, leaves a good way to kind of transition between, you know, this color and this color. The spruce, I'm not sure if it really lines up too much, maybe next to gravel, I suppose. But yeah, definitely the birch and the oak work very well. And then I wanted to have, you know, these kind of structure blocks in here, and I want to have the dispenser being able to actually you know, be functional. Maybe it's a functional part of the build with some redstone or something. And yeah, and then it can kind of come across all the way here. And I want to be able to use, you know, I guess perspective shadows, you know, so maybe in an area where it's up high, you know, generally be lighter, you know, less impacted by the elements on the ground. But maybe there's like a dark, you know, an overhang or something like this, then you wouldn't have such a bright spot underneath. You'd probably put something a bit darker, you know, play with the colors a little bit, something I've always wanted to try and do. And, you know, in modern Minecraft, it's always been very, like, intimidating because there's so many different blocks and so many different colors and textures and stuff, whereas in beta I feel like it feels like quite a manageable thing to try and do, you know, texturing and shading, and again, it's something I've never really tried to do. I've also just realized that this could also have maybe like a piston facing this way as like a transitional thing. Yeah, probably. There's also this kind of transition here between the mossy and the wood here, and this, again, we could probably chuck some leaves in between this step, with some like wood behind it, you know, something like this. If we had, you know, something like that behind it as like a transitional thing to that. Let me try that out. You know, something like that from a distance, you know, maybe that works. I don't know. But yeah, it's about kind of experimenting with these different gradients. You know, these are the wood gradients. I've actually laid it out here as like a from light to dark kind of situation. I had to put double dirt because it kept turning to grass. But yeah, Octoman's gonna hate this because you know, dirt texturing and all. But not sure if I'll include it. But yeah, we'll see. And then finally on the roof, I wanted to have like quite a standout, you know, blue kind of color is what I'm thinking at the moment for like the roof kind of shape and color. Mainly because we're in an ice biome. I think that'll be a really cool transitional thing, and I should have done it here, but ice I think would fit really nicely into this gradient here somewhere. I wonder where it would sit. Let me think. There we go, somewhere like this. I feel like that's something, you know, somewhere where the ice would fit in like that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. But yeah, obviously we you know, we're privileged to be in an ice biome where we could utilize ice as a detail or a decoration. I've got an idea of how I want to try and incorporate ice as a decoration, but obviously using and manipulating ice can be a bit of a pain. So yeah, it's kind of, we'll see how we go from there. But these are the kind of you know, ideas and gradients that I'm kind of trying to play with here. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time, but it's something I'm really kind of excited to try out as something I haven't really done at any kind of large scale before. So yeah. Alright, but I think that is where I'm going to end today's video. I know there wasn't as much building necessarily today, more sort of laying out some foundations and planning, but I hope you guys have enjoyed nonetheless. I tried to make sure it was entertaining, and of course we got pranked as well, which was quite eventful. I did actually spend the long amount of time moving all my resources back to the storage area, and it took probably about an hour. It was a long process. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys are excited for what I have planned for this upcoming area. I've got plenty to do. I did just remember that there is something I forgot to do in the last video that I guess we can finish this one off with today. Let me just drop down here. And that was, of course, down in our project board room. I think we have a fireworks dispenser down here somewhere. There it is, fireworks dispenser. We built that in the last video. Let me just gonna break through here. Fireworks dispenser, let's flick that on. And there we go. We completed that in the last video. So yeah, that's perfect. And yeah, we'll grab our treat. And we'll end the video there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters!